A brand new Red Eye returns Monday with Greg hosting, unless I do something to change that equation. Guests next week include Jedediah Bila, Sonny Johnson, Nick Gillespie, and on Monday, Ambassador John Bolton. Oh. Okay, should we oppose her repose? When it comes to Kim Kardashian lounging, Adrienne Grenier says boo. The Entourage actor took to Instagram to attack Instagram and its effects on perceived class structure, just posing this juxtaposition of 19th century Spanish painting and the reality TV star. He writes, Instagram confirms class structure and distracts us from our true goals of equality and spiritual alignment with the true political needs of justice and freedom from oppression of capitalism. Speak for your own goals, Grenier. He then invites us, his followers, to read an article titled The Ways of Seeing Instagram, which quotes John Berger as saying, glamour cannot exist without personal social envy being common and widespread emotion. The industrial society, which has moved toward democracy and then stopped halfway, is the ideal society for generating such an emotion. What? Speaking of glamour creating social envy, be sure to check out Adrienne in the new Entourage movie. Here's a behind-the-scenes clip. I take it back. That's hilarious.
Toss a salad.
I didn't know Entourage was a comedy. Andy, yes. You know, he starred in Entourage, so he does have the right to tell us about the folly of capitalism, doesn't he?
Well, yeah. There's nothing quite like a guy who's made a lot of money approvingly quoting something calling for the overthrow of capitalism, and there's nothing quite like a guy who made that money on a show that exploits women's appearance and treats them like objects, then waxing poetically about our true goals of equality and spiritual alignment.
Are they our true goals? Spiritual alignment?
Well,
what does that mean?
He said they are.
Not when you're on Instagram. Instagram is for pictures of my own face on my Instagram.
Well, maybe
it's Instagram.
He seems to be making a comment that Instagram is, you know, it has to do with, you know, the capitalist. You know, it's all about envy. Do you think it is?
I don't know. I've never been to any other Instagram page except my own. So, I don't know.
Yeah, point well taken. Joanne, do you have an Instagram account?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you use it to create envy?
Of course.
Don't all the gals look up they want to be like you?
It's for the ex-boyfriends to look back and to make them feel bitter about their lives.
Maybe he is right. Maybe he is. Rick, did you look at this book in college, Ways of Seeing? We all had to. This is required in all my art classes.
Yeah. And the fact is
Ways of Seeing. It was big. It was everyone had a copy of it under their arm, and we didn't realize.
Everyone did.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
With a cup of instant coffee.
But no, this was in the 80s, and but I remember reading it, and I didn't realize that it was Marxism overlaid, you know, over art history.
Which only proves the point that he didn't write any of this, because he doesn't know what he's saying. He's just like
I don't know what he's saying, really.
I mean, it's an attack on capitalism. It's so Hollywood. It's so, like, you know, typical. I feel like we should just not even talk about it.
And you remember that book, right? And it's political and feminist postmodern implications.
I don't remember that book, but I don't remember much of college because I wasn't a nerd like you, Tom.
Wow.
I think the important point to make here is that with a lot of times you say to people like this, like, oh, shut up and act.
Yes.
I would prefer that he shut up and not act.
Just shut up. He just leaves the scene completely.
Just go away. I hate the fact that I have to live in a world where there's an Entourage movie coming out. You, Adrienne Grenier.
My God! Wow. All right, what a way to end the show, Andy. Very special thanks to Katherine Timpf, TV's Andy Levy, Joanne Nosachinsky, and Rick Grinnell. That does it for me. I'm Tom Shalhoub, and I'm going to see you next time.